So for like all those people that were like, this movie's gonna be bad, it looks really goofy. Scott Derrickson, man, you know who this is? The Black Phone is a movie about a kid who gets grabbed by the Grabber, played by Ethan Hawke. And he's about to die, but then he gets some visions from some ghosts, some Sixth Sense kind of stuff from all the last kids who the Grabber stole, and they're giving him some advice, right? You know, like in video games when you get a little like, oh, click here for a hint? It's kind of like that, but in a scary movie. And they're ghost kids. I honestly thought this movie was gonna be pretty good because I love Sinister so much. And if you haven't seen Sinister, you should. Scott Derrickson proved in that movie that he can do horror really well, especially when paired up with Ethan Hawke. And I think they pulled it off again. In Sinister, Ethan Hawke turned out to be a fantastic horror protagonist, and I love that character. And in this one, now he's a fantastic horror antagonist. So like, what else is left for him? The main kid, Mason Thames, who plays Finney, I thought he was really good. You know, a good tell of an actor, not even a child actor, but just an actor in general, is not when they can do the big, like, crying scenes or something dramatic like that, but when they can play emotions subtly and they don't have to have a big, crazy reaction, but you still know what they mean. I like that. And I thought he was great at that. Madeline McRae, who played his sister Gwen, she was a scene stealer. Every scene she was in was a highlight, and I thought the performance was great, and I enjoyed the character too. I like how she can play sides of that character that are funny, but when the movie needs her to like, just like, okay, focus up. You need to dramatic act your ass off right now. She does that incredibly well too. Also, their dad, when I saw this movie and I heard his voice, and I saw his eyebrows and stuff, I was like, I know this guy. Who is this guy? And I was thinking, and then it hit me, he's Balder from God of War, Jeremy Davies. I like this character because he's awful, but he's real. He is not just another abusive parent like that guy from It or from all these other movies we've seen, but he's abusive, but you kind of get why. The reason why he hates his daughter's gift, it makes sense. You might not like it, but it makes sense. It shows that even these people who are alcoholics and who struggle with these things, they are real, and a lot of times they have realistic motives. But then you get the guy himself, the masked man, the Grabber, Ethan Hawke. Holy shit. Ethan Hawke is one of my favorite actors, honestly. I think he is incredibly underrated, and the Grabber is an awesome villain. Something I really like about this character is that a lot of times when you're acting in movies and stuff, when a character is really angry, it's easy for them to look really angry. But here, Ethan Hawke doesn't have that advantage because he's always wearing a mask. Instead, it's a little more akin to voice acting because you have to convey so much emotion just through your voice. And since Ethan Hawke is such a good actor, he pulls that off really well. The masks are also really cool because they show the different emotions of the Grabber, and they also spice things up among his character design. I'm a big fan of character design. Good job. Just good job. Scott Derrickson's direction was great. He goes back to that Super 8 footage from Sinister that he loves so much. And like, I get why, because it's scary. And at first I was a little concerned why we weren't seeing the Grabber grab these other kids. But then when you see it in the Super 8 footage, I'm like, yeah, I get why you didn't show me. That's really dope. The movie is not without its flaws though, okay? It's kind of like, it reminds me of, you know when you watch a horror movie and you're like, oh, how come they didn't do that? I would have done this. That happens a lot. There are going to be moments where you're like, okay, if I played this card right and this card right, I could have escaped the Grabber like 3 days ago because like Ethan Hawke, you pull up on me, guy. Grabber, you can't touch me, step off. Also, there are some parts in the movie, some things that the movie hypes up, right? It's like the movie keeps going, this is a big part of the story. This is a big moment in the story, and the payoff's not quite as fulfilling as you'd want it to be. There is a payoff for sure, but when you're convinced something is the most important thing in the movie or one of the most important things, and the payoff is just not super relevant, it's like cool, but it's not super relevant. There's also one relationship that the Grabber has to another character in the movie. I don't want to spoil it, but it's teased like it's going to be a big thing, and you're looking forward to this climax between these two characters. And when they finally do have this climax, it's over in like 30 seconds. Also, you might not get some answers for some of the things. If you want this movie to explain everything to you, you're not going to get that. Like, you could be sitting here and just being like, wait, how did she get her powers? What's his motive? Why did the mom kill herself? Was that a Pink Floyd song? How do you fit so much dirt in a toilet? And the movie will just kind of be like, yeah, no, shut up. Don't worry about that. Nope. The movie isn't perfect. It has flaws, but it's super entertaining. It's not super scary if that's what you want. It's more in the camp of like Get Out or Us, but it is definitely a thriller. I thought the performances were great. It has some great moments. It's shot well. The story, for the most part, is really good. Ethan Hawke is a standout as always, and it's not even that long. We don't need 5-hour Marvel movies for every single thing. We can have these hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes that are really good. It's definitely up there for the higher quality movies I've seen this year. I'm going to give it a B. There you go. There's the grade. And I'm going to put it in B tier, right below Top Gun Maverick. Not quite as good as that, but better than everything else. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. If not, that's fine. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Really?